Hello and welcome to the Daily Forex Report for December 12th. We are looking at the US-Japanese yen pair. This pair surged to the upside, closed higher. Look for it to potentially go as high as 78.10, possibly as low as 77.17. Look for some resistance around 78.00 and look for some support around 77.50. Now looking at the Euro-USD pair, this pair surged to the downside. We are looking for it to continue in that direction. However, could go as high as 135.15, possibly as low as 131.25. Look for some resistance around 13400 and look for some support around 131.50. Now the pound US dollar pair, this pair surged to the downside, closed down. We are looking for it to continue in that direction. However, potentially going as high as 157.83, possibly as low as 155.01. Look for some resistance around 157.15 and look for some support around 155.25. Now the US Swiss, this pair broke to the upside, broke their previous resistance, closed higher. We are looking for it to potentially go as high as 0.9415, possibly as low as 0.9275. Look for some resistance around 0.9400 and look for some support around 0.9300. Alright, well that about wraps us up for that. As far as news announcements go, we do have several news announcements going into tomorrow's session. We are looking for the pound to release its consumer price index for November year to date at 4:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus on that is that it has dropped a little bit from 5.0% down to 4.8%, which would be good news for the pound. We also have the Germans releasing their ZEW survey economic sentiment for December, which will affect the euro at 5 a.m. Eastern. Consensus on that is that it's moved slightly higher from a negative 55.2 to a negative 55.8. We also have the U.S. advanced retail sales for November being released at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus on that is that it's moved slightly higher from 0.5% up to 0.6%. Assuming that comes out, could be really good news for the US dollar. Then at 2:15 p.m. we have the FOMC announcement rate decision for the US dollar. Consensus on that is that they're going to hold rates at 0.25%. Now, what am I looking for during this next session? Well, if you go over to the pound, if you draw a trend line 3 points off of these lows, looking basically for a break to the downside. It's about a 45 pip move. Looking for it to break down, entering the trade around 155.27 and then looking for it to come down 45 pips down to 154.82. Do realize we are going through the 0-0 level of 15500. Could bounce off that, so be aware of that if you take this trade. Well, that about wraps us up for today. Till next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.